there we go, IGTV. Never did one before, so this is the first, and I'm excited to show you some things that were sent to me by Printable Scenery. Printable Scenery is a company that produces files for your 3D printer, and they have made some amazing things. Before I really give you too much of a look, I'll show you. You know, here is one of the trees from Printable Scenery. They paint up really nice. I also, let me zip on over, you know, there is the Elven air dock, which I haven't painted, the Elven tree house. So they make a lot of cool stuff. Now, they currently have a Kickstarter going for Chlorhaven, which is Village, and the Goblin Grotto, which is Caverns. It's incredible, incredible stuff, and they sent me out some printed and painted up cavern pieces that I want to show you because I'm really, really impressed. Now, I'm just going to give you an initial pass over some of the pieces. Try and get it in focus. And then let me talk to you. So I had somebody comment that I have an endless amount of terrain, as though I have a bag of holding that I'm just pulling terrain out nonstop. It's not true. I have a good amount of terrain that I've collected over many, many years, but what I get to be versatile, something that I can use in a variety of ways and new combinations so that it seems like I have an endless amount. This set, these pieces from the Goblin Grotto are incredible, and I can tell you this, they are incredibly versatile, and versatility is what I love. For example, let's move some of this over. I just threw down a map to represent a wet or flooded cavern floor. The floor pieces are outrageous. You could use this as a cavern piece in mountain setups. You could use it in the middle of a lake, in the middle of a forest, the middle of a river. Any of these floor pieces, and they come in a variety of sizes. I'll show you. You have a small one. The next size up is about double that size, and let me. You can see this is the 1-inch grid, so you can see that's about a 2x2 piece. The next one up again is about double what that is. Let's keep going. Then there are two different variety of those pieces. This one may be just a little bit bigger, but what an incredible piece that is. I'm so psyched. I love it. Then there is an even bigger piece. Outrageous, right? And then another piece. And this one is really cool because it has these little flooded pools. Now, the idea, you know, that the folks at Printable Scenery wanted was that you could just drop the pieces down quickly to, you know, basically improvise on the fly, you know, your players are doing. So you can just, like, for example, here's a wall piece, and you could just drop the pieces down and build around the floor, and suddenly you're developing a cavern, which I think is really, really cool. What I really, really like about having the freestanding wall pieces is you could lay down some fabric or a map like I have right now and do a flooded cavern and just build out your walls. Look at that. You just build out your walls, and then your PCs are just walking around. Maybe they enter through this wall piece. How cool is that? Check it out. So you get a variety of floor pieces, as we've seen. And again, what I think is really cool is the versatility. Let me grab a miniature for a moment. I'm gonna grab my son's Hero Forge mini for his Halfling Rogue. And check this out, check out the floor pieces. Something really interesting is, it's not just a flat surface. There is a lot of Z-axis going on here. A lot of height variety, which if you've ever been in a real cave, you know that's the case. Now, because I'm jumping all over the place and I'm moving fast and furious, that's how we roll in New York. I'm just going to quickly point out that I've talked about being a lazy painter. I don't like painting minis because that involves work, but painting terrain can be fun because it's fast. And this stuff, I mean, if you're using, you know, a gray or black filament to print this up, you can very quickly dry brush this and it will look fantastic. Now, maybe you're like me, maybe you don't have a 3D printer. Dan, why would I go support this Kickstarter if I don't have a 3D printer? Well, it's a good thing you asked. It's because the value is incredible for what you get. You are spending so little coin of the realm to get so much, and one day you probably will have a 3D printer. So that's why I'm planning on getting one probably next year, and I am going to be psyched to print out a bunch of the houses. I can't wait for the houses and cavern pieces as I need, and little set dressing pieces. So I highly recommend you checking it out. But in the meantime, let's continue. I know you're like, Dan, wait, what's that thing over there? You pass by it and it looks incredible, and you know what? You're right. It is incredible. Look at that. It's a natural bridge. Look at that. That thing is fantastic. And your minis, hey, what's up here? Don't do it. Ah! No, so whatever. You know, you get, look at hiding under the bridge, on the bridge. All right. It didn't fall because of printable scenery. That was just my own clumsiness. Look, it's very playable up here. It's very playable. Plenty of space to put your minis and have them interact with the surroundings and terrain. So again, you have floor pieces, you have some natural bridges, you have a variety of walls. Let me just lay out the walls. I'm trying not to put duplicates out, including some stalagmites, which are really cool. So, and how do we know they're stalagmites? Because stalactites cling tightly from the ceiling and stalagmites thrust mightily from the ground. So we're looking at our wall pieces, and we've got some really nifty wall pieces. I know, did he just say nifty? Is that possible? Listen, I'm in my late 40s, and nifty's quite appropriate for me to say. I love this one. I love this wall piece because this could be the entrance to, let's see, to a little lair. All right, check it out. You just build your cavern around this. Look how quickly I can just build around this. And now, hey, all right, fumble fingers here. Now you have a little cavern that can only be entered if you cast a spell to reduce your size or send the halfling in. So let's go back to looking at these wall pieces. Great, terrific wall pieces. Lots of variety. They look fantastic. And what's cool also is you can use them in both directions, you know, depending, and create curved passages. Let's see, where's the one? There's this one that is, oh yeah, this one is special. I love it because what Dragonborn Paladin is getting through there? Yeah, I don't think so, but a kobold? A goblin from Goblin Grotto or an ooze? Absolutely. Your players are in danger. So again, you just drop these things in very quickly and make sprawling setups to adventure in. I mean, this would be a fairly sizable cavern setup if you were quickly laying stuff down. I mean, honestly, you could go nuts. And sometimes I've done this where I've just told my players, I just put pieces out and I'll be like, okay, set up a big cavern, set up a big dungeon, and they just lay pieces down. So very quickly, let me get that in focus. Sorry guys. You know, able to create a pretty big playing space. And just to give you an idea, there is a medium base mini. That's a lot of playing room. So you have lots of variety in your pieces, in your wall pieces. Lots of variety, endless possibilities. And so, okay, well, let's look. Hey Dan, you said lots of variety, but I'm seeing a couple pieces that are the same here. All right, so check this out. This is pretty cool. This is what I'm talking about, switching them up. Okay, put one here, and then put that one backward. Now, it creates a lot more, it makes it look different. I'm trying to speak here. And a nice entrance for oozes. And again, you just drop in these floor pieces, these massive floor pieces, and stack your floor pieces. You know, go nuts. Add stuff to them. Here, I'm just checking this out. Look, now you're creating big setups. So I'm not a shill. I can't post or share with you products that I don't believe in and I don't feel good about. I just can't do it. So when I'm showing you this and I'm excited about it, it's for real. I'm really being genuine here. And I encourage you right now. Now's the time. The Kickstarter is live, and you get so much value for so little coin. It's incredible. The endless possibilities. Seriously, this is just a bit of the Goblin Grotto pieces. There are other great designs and other features for you to add to your own. So I highly recommend you looking into this and picking it up. And you're gonna kick yourself if you wait later to do it, like all Kickstarters. And you know what? Even if you can't go in on it, go follow Printable Scenery on social media. Go give $1 to their Kickstarter. That helps, and you can also get in and get a couple add-on things only, which is really cool. There's some great, incredible things. I personally am really looking forward to getting my hands on a chapel with the pews and things like that. That would get so much use in my game over and over and over again. I'm all about the variety of uses, but also about things that I know that I will use again and again. And quite frankly, that chapel looks outrageous. And this stuff works well if you have any other cavern stuff. Like here's some Dwarven Forge cavern stuff. Great. And some of the new stuff is coming in, but like, look, you can totally mix and match this stuff. You can do it. Look at this. Let me quickly build out here. So I've just done this, and let's see. Now I want to open this up here. So I'm gonna go over here like this, and I'm just gonna start building on to the cavern. And this works nicely. Look at that. It goes well together. I mean, at a glance, you don't know where one begins. And if you're wondering, I know some of it depends on what 3D printer you have. But this stuff, watch. This stuff is good. This is solid. It's a solid piece. It feels great. And like I said, it's going to paint up nice for you and just be terrific. So as you can see, I'm pretty psyched about it. And I apologize again for the no audio on the live video, but I hope you will share this with your friends and people that you think might like this. And again, please follow Printable Scenery on social media. Tell your friends and consider jumping in on their Kickstarter. I really think you're going to love it.